Let's see how this works out. Hey, New Mexico citizen. No, Reptar. Reptar is not here. Or I am not there, I guess, would be the right answer. I went back in time. Yeah, really. It really matters. Smash that like button, both of you. I'm sure the AI is restricting my stream. Not. So I thought I was going to bring a live stream of a sunset on Lake Michigan at Frankfurt Harbor. And it rained all the way up here, and it did not clear up. So then I was going to do a live stream of the lit lighthouse and the lighthouse that turns the red light in the circle, and the frog rolled in. So I'm sitting in my mom's living room, and I've seen commercials for the first time in like 10 years. So there's nothing to see here. I couldn't show the sunset. I couldn't show the lighthouse. Wow, somebody just jumped in and out. That was rude. Of course, it is boring. I suppose there's some way I could turn the light on, but then my live stream dies in like 20 minutes when the light kills the battery. I'm in my mom's basement. The trolls are always right. Well, I used to claim to live in my grandma's basement of her house trailer. So this Streamlabs, I have to delete it every time I want to use it and re-download it. Oh well. So my mom has her Calvin's channel. Hello. We're celebrating my mom's 80th birthday tomorrow. Per her request, we're having a water balloon fight. I don't know. She's 80. Maybe she's losing it. Oh, yeah, she's still going strong, the Mexico citizens. You can stick her with 6 of her great grandkids, and she still runs them. Hey, Beaver. I think that's your new channel. You're welcome in here, as usual. If I had standards, I wouldn't be able to be in here. Oh, so I didn't mean that about you, but my mom gave me permission to keep talking after she went to bed. So I was disappointed I couldn't show you the sunset or the wonderful lighthouse. But visibility is about 0 outside right now. But tomorrow I'll be back home for Reptar. I wouldn't want to leave him alone too long. Oh, look, I can watch the Golden Girls. It's truly like going back in time. The hardest part about live streaming in our living room is that I can't smoke in here, so... Oh, it's a kids' cook-off. They still have those? Kids, I mean. I'm not sure which one you mean, the grandma or Blanche? Blanche lived in her own little world where she was a princess. The slutty one was the grandma. Maud's mother. Dorothy's mother, whatever. Oh, great. Blanche Dubois, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, Mom and I were talking about it. It's like, the shows that we watched back then, you can't have on TV right now. Could you imagine Benson or Maude being allowed to be? I mean, those shows would be so canceled in this day and age. I mean, it was bad enough that my brother bought a book through the Scholastic Readers through the school that was called Ethnic Jokes back in the day. That certainly wouldn't be publishable today. Started in the 80s with stereotype. Don't stereotype me. You're stereotyping me. But I wasn't invited to the morning shooting because I'm too old, apparently. But before Mom's birthday party, they were going to their family range to do some shooting. I'm not going to put all that effort into it if there ain't no food involved at the end. If I can't shoot something to eat, I ain't going to bother pulling the trigger. Well, I thought stereotypes was taking a group of people that had something similar and it's something in common and naming them as a group, like a set, a mathematical set. I'm like, that's all it means. It's like it didn't hurt you. Apparently it does. Words are violence. Violence isn't violence, but words are violence. Yeah, auditors are in a group of their own. Each one's an individual. We shouldn't stereotype them and call them auditors. Hey, and I had a beautiful cop watch, but when you're in someone else's car and they're your daughter, and they say, if you turn on your camera, I'm not taking you home, and you're 200 miles from your house. You can't film it. But this one, we pull up on a one-lane road, or one-way road in downtown Frankfurt, and there's 5 police vehicles on the wrong side of the road, which makes it just able to get between the two, the parked cars and their parked cars. And there's a guy sitting in a yard, and he's kind of wobbling. Both my son-in-law and daughter said, "Oh, he's drunk." I didn't see well enough to say that, but the EMT's right in front of us, and we've pulled past 4 cars on the right side and 4 cop cars on the left side with like 6 inches on each side. The EMS vehicle pulls up on an angle and blocks the road. And then gets out and walks over to where there's 5 cops standing and just looks at my daughter, who says, "Thanks a lot, you dick." But I couldn't film them. So she had to back up all the way down the road with another cop behind her who had to back up too. So it's like, if you take that phone out, you're walking home. Oh, she won't let me film the police when she's in the car. She's afraid it'll break her record of not getting any tickets. They'll start. Hilarious. I just laugh every time we see a car. Hey, there's a cop. Can I film it? If you can't. I can. But maybe I can get out now with changing vehicles. I'll have one that actually has a windshield with no cracks in it and a speedometer that works. So I'm thinking that it won't be so much like I could get pulled over every second for real things. But we'll see. And it's not like I drive around looking for it. It's just when the opportunity comes up. Unless I'm in my daughter's car. Yes, I saw that video. Move back, get out of the way. The EMS guy was a prick. And my son-in-law was in the back seat, and he didn't see there was a cop car in the way, so he didn't see she was talking to the driver, who was a guy. He could only see the other EMS person, who was a girl. And when she called him a dick, he goes, "You know it was a girl, right?" She says, "No, the driver, he's the dick." So she got to say it twice. And maybe, if you took like 4 of those cops away and made just 2 of them handle the situation, probably could defund some of the police. If it takes all these 10 cops to handle 2 people, or 6 cops in this case to handle one guy who's sitting on the ground not doing anything. Maybe that we could cut out. I see Steven Crowder did a live stream with some of the people who went to Chaz or Chop last night. That was hilarious. Well, it's nice to know that I still have a couple people that'll come in and talk to me. But there's just nothing to see. I tried. So this is my feeble attempt at not getting canceled. I'm sorry. I'll bend the knee. It's actually holding 30 frames a second pretty good here. All the way up here in the sticks. Alright, well, I came on and tried. Yeah, you know how it is. New Mexico, I had some people that would have loved the opportunity for me to keep going live all the time to cause problems, so I just didn't play that game for a while. So I'm sure they've been bored by it by now and they've moved on. But I've seen you had a couple videos lately. Seen you in a couple of streams. So I think it's just about midnight here. Time to start a new day. It'll be foggy as hell in the morning too. I can't go show the beach in the morning either. Maybe I'll try and do a live stream during the water balloon fight. Maybe that's why I can say, don't hit my camera, don't hit my camera. Like May 5th. Yeah, I don't think I caught any of your lives. Oh, no. See, I should have left. Hello, Mrs. Odyssey in Chicago, the very nice lady that sharpens knives. Do you know this sweet person, New Mexico citizen? Do you know him, Mrs. Odyssey in Chicago? He's a nice guy. You incognito or something? It's not showing you as being on here. Yes, I tried to do a cop watch and my daughter threatened to kick me out of the car if I did. And it's foggy. So there's just nothing to see here, Mrs. Out in Chicago. Mean to you. You were at the post office for her first one? Yeah, I think I was making out with AC at the time. Me and Joelle were hitting it off until she stole him from me. Back when she was Tina Latina. I mean, I've said the nicest things about this person, and you cannot make her happy. And it's like dynamite, too, New Mexico. I mean, very small package. Gnome size. You took the man. Oh, she can hear me. Yeah, well, first she was using his because he had enough subs. Yeah, I followed her since. There was quite a while where she just she thought I was mean or something. I don't know. I don't have a mean bone in my body. But for her to keep her man, she had to take him all the way across the country. You are wonderful to me, Jerry, and you know it. Aw, yes I am. It's nice you admit that. Wait a minute, I'm having a little trouble reading that word. See, she says I'm mean to her. And I have a lot of fun with that. But she's such a sweet lady. She could only go about 1 hour without talking to me. She's like, I'm done with you. That only lasts an hour. She's just too nice and forgiving. But I don't put a bunch of knives in my chat to her. So. Yeah, if Joelle was headed to my house tonight, I'm not home. I'm at my mommy's house. It's her 80th birthday party tomorrow. Mrs. out in Chicago. And we're having a water balloon fight. She got a whole steak knife set for me. Yeah, it's about 3 years now. I've been being mean to people, apparently. I'm a little unflappable, but I'm always so polite. I don't get it. I don't know. You would toss one at my face. Oh, just dumping it now. I'm a troll. I'm not good at being a troll. I'm too nice. She stresses me out in Mexico, man. She just stresses me out. She comes in here and says I'm mean. She puts knives in the chat all the time. We're gonna move the party outside because I can't take it. She's got me all stressed out. I need a cigarette. You're probably gonna. Well, that's what the ceiling looks like. Let's see how we can. Oh, not in my own home. It's my mommy's house. I have to go outside to smoke. Of course, it's the main floor, so the balcony upstairs drips water, and it happened to rain the only time this month. Today. So here you go. This is Main Street, downtown Grand Rapids. That's the other. She's fixated on the fact that I love her. I don't understand. Yes, furry rocks. But I keep telling her I'm a cottage fried, not a tater tot. See how busy Main Street is at midnight? We're about about 200 yards off the shore of Lake Michigan right now, just off the beach. There's the beach, there's the road, and then there's the building we're in. Oh, this smells good. Oh, medicine. Yeah, I'm the one that made a point that she didn't have permission to film all them dogs, furry. You gotta have permission for that. You know, AC's there, but not in here. But he's tied up, isn't he? And I didn't mean figuratively. Oh, let me see if I can make some noise. The wind blowing. She has 3 chimes. Not 1 chime. 3. And right off the shore of on the shore of Lake Michigan, you get some breeze out here. Oh, we have traffic. Will they make it? If they keep going, they're going to be in the water. Just they're laughing. Mm-hmm. Well, this is a somewhat low-income senior housing. So they probably can't hear me if they turn their hearing aids off at night. All my neighbors love me. What is that insinuating? This is Main Street, Frankfort, Michigan at midnight. A tourist town. I don't know. Actually, about half an hour before the sun sets, this street walks right into the bay, and you might get up to 200 people walking down the sidewalk to watch the sunset. My mom hates it. I just laugh. It's like, how can you hate all these people? I mean, I sat out there on the porch. I sat out here and I wave and say hi and fire up a bowl, and like I'm doing now. Yeah, on a Friday. When I was a kid in this town, there was non-stop kids' cars cruising up the street here at midnight on a Friday night. This place was packed. Now they went all liberal and leftist, and you have to take your vehicles out of town to drive. I don't know when you got the idea that I wasn't nice to you. I'm very nice to you. I'm polite. I know I've just said some nice things about you tonight. Didn't I? She's a very competent auditor. See? There. That didn't hurt me much. Oh, I wouldn't have anybody to troll if you weren't here. And I wouldn't troll you, but you stole my man. Oh yeah, light a lighter outside. That's a new one for me. I didn't usually have to do that. I smoke inside. I still have water dripping on me from above. So I usually vape my THC when I'm at my mom's house, but I don't have any. So I have to actually stink up downtown Frankfurt. I'm not sure what that sentence is. Oh, that's what that sentence is. You told me you loved me on a live stream. You said, I love you. I heard you. And it's still an argument to this day where she says you were talking to her. But I know better. I could feel it in my heart when you said it. And she got her hooks into you and you just couldn't help yourself. I know. You're living in fear every second. Really, Joelle? She won't let you have a phone? I think we're in heaven. I hear the harpsichord. You took my phone and broke it. I'm not surprised. But I'm really disappointed, Joel, that you didn't have insurance on your phone, knowing with what was going to probably happen to it. Are you waiting for the insurance claim? It's like when I got my glasses in the 60s, and they were unbreakable. Boy, what a lie. But you can buy a bow replacement for $1, but they're unbreakable. I walked into a lot of walls. He's watching soccer. Yeah, we're watching Sock Him when she does her stream. That was impromptu. That was pretty funny. I better get at least one chuckle out of that. Oh, no. Yep. Was that a cop? Nope. Yeah, well, she probably put all of the insurance on your life insurance, Joelle, and you should probably run. If he's lying, it's probably self-defense. Let's go with that. Self-preservation? So how are we going to do this? Oh, we'll just do it like this. No, you did not take an insurance policy out on me. No way. Tell me you didn't. I think in literature terms that would be foreshadowing, foreboding, and I don't know what else. It's creepy. You were watching Sakim, or you were looking in a mirror, seeing Sakim, I think, is what we were on. I'm going to make that funny somehow, because that's pretty good. It's soccer Sakim. All I can say is when I packed my stuff to come up here for the day, I brought my knife. And I thought of you when I folded the blade up and put it in the bag. She don't bring a knife to a gunfight. She brings 5 knives to a gunfight. I can offer you some advice, Joelle. Run! Real interesting live stream. Downtown Frankfurt, how busy. Inside the cop shop, audit is a 3-foot by 6-foot room. That's not worth auditing. You're lucky the bed's in the bedroom. I wouldn't be surprised if you tied your legs to the back of the car. Oh, Joel, I thought I was helping. I just might have made things worse. Of course, if you're tied up, you're probably in a bow because she is a woman. So you could probably pull the bow out and get free. Just saying. Not like she can tie a Windsor knot. Trying to think of something nice to say about her. Give me a minute. I love her voice. She has a very lovely voice. And she sounds very sure of herself. I have some lurkers. Well, they bombed out. I don't know. It was 5, 4, 3. I have some of those people that would like to have the privilege of speaking in my room, Joelle, but I refuse to let them. It's kind of funny because actually somebody from law enforcement is going to have to watch my live stream because they do that in my county. They know who I am, even though I don't bother them much. They really didn't like me making an issue out of the enforcement officer that was using a handicap sticker in a police car, parking in a handicap. I'm like, really? Should we have cops who are handicapped? I'm not against it, but oh, one of my live streams was only like very short, but I show the cop car. It's got a handicap sticker in it, and there's an officer talking to a lady in a parking spot just behind him. Apparently, she pulled into the Meijer parking lot and smashed into a car. So she left and drove across the street and parked at Walmart. And he was talking to her. But in his car was a handicap sticker and hanging off the mirror. And I was like, really? I think I'll call and check this out. So, yes, they do have an officer that follows up on accident cases that uses a handicap sticker. I'm like, okay, I'm not against it. I just was curious. It's like, that didn't even do well for a video for YouTube. It's like, okay, all right, fine. You answered my questions really nice, and nobody's going to want to watch that. Yeah, I worry a little bit about her there. There's only been one case of COVID related to the 16-unit building, and it's all seniors. So, really fortunate with the governor that we have that it isn't worse. And I don't think you were in the stream when I told them about the other failure I had that, oh yeah, I did. Because you would have kicked me out of the car. Whether I filmed it or not. I couldn't believe that. Just block the road. Don't give a shit. Like, if I was in my van, you would have heard as I drove and we scraped a little. I don't care. Yeah, I should put up the videos I take, but it's the Coast Guard that I would get good videos from. They are not nice people. Oh, another car. Truck. Boy, the traffic is really busy here in downtown Frankfurt, folks. Just backed up for inches. You know, you would do that for me? You would give me view time? You're such a nice person. When I'm away from home for maybe one night a year, 2 nights a year, it's weird. Well, thank you. You're so sweet. I just called it all wrong on you. Apparently, you're just a wonderful person. I didn't think I wasn't treating you like you weren't a wonderful person, but apparently you need a lot of compliments. One of those needy people. There I go again. Are the chimes coming through? Making you fall asleep? Well, then, Joelle, I'll play the chimes every night so that maybe she'll fall asleep and you can be safe. There's one more. That one's a higher pitch than the other ones. It's pretty pleasant out here with just a slight breeze. It's about 60 out. She has a really nice garden that you can't see. She has a sunflower here, zucchini here, tomatoes and beans, and more tomatoes, and regenerating potato plants that come up every year. In another month, you won't even see half around here because it'll all be bushy. Oh, plants. She's got a couple of pepper plants in there, too. Gotta have those pepper plants, right? You cooling off? Yeah, it's been hot out there. I mean, today was really weird in Grand Haven. It was 62 in the morning, and then it got to 75 at noon and 81, and then at 3 o'clock it was 91, and then at 4 o'clock it was 75 again. We had a slight heat wave for like 2 hours. But we have what's called lake effect weather. Most people don't get it. Lake Michigan affects everything around us. We're a couple hundred yards off the shore. It's a mile to the other end of town, and it's 10 degrees warmer at the other end of town in the summer. And in the winter, it's 10 degrees colder a mile from the shore. Lake Michigan affects everything around here. And it makes some really pretty sunsets. I would roast at 104. I start to overheat at 80. And it's just, I'm built that way. I've had heat exhaustion more than once. And with my blood pressure pills, I'm really sensitive to the heat. So I've quit taking them twice just because I couldn't get through the summer. I couldn't go outside without getting dizzy. But it's not really that hot here in Michigan. We usually have nasty humidity that makes it muggier than crap, but we have our few weeks of 90. And if you go farther up north, it gets like 60 every night and up to 90 in the day. So you just work around it. You go out at night. Now, if I had the light turned on, this stream would have been 30 minutes, and then the battery dies. But there's nothing to see. That's what the whole theme is. Oh, one more cruise in town. Yeah, there's the popo. Uh-oh. Cops. What? The sneaky cops tried to come in. Get in my live stream. Hopefully my daughter won't watch this or she won't take me home. I told you not to film the cops. Oh, there's got to be a couple hits left in my bowl. His windows were up, so we're good. He won't smell it. That's one of my superpowers, is to put little children to sleep. My body runs hot, so it's like a heating blanket. They lay on me and crash. And you're just a little thing, so I can extrapolate to falling asleep on my live stream. Tiny Latina. I mean, it's in the name. He didn't come back around yet. So the only way he can leave where he's at is if he turned right and went behind me, or if he turns around, or if he swings out and comes out over there where that light is across the road. Usually they swing around, but check the parking lot out at the beach. But as busy as it is, I put that in my pocket. I hope it went out. Alright, you gotta look at the sky. I'm gonna have one last cigarette before I go in. Oh. Another car. Wow, we're really getting some traffic now. Getting close to the drug hours. I guess I'm gonna have one more cigarette. That's all that's left. And see, this used to be a really lower income, I'd say, community. And then the prices for the land went up so high. See, they turned around in the parking lot like most people. I guess the cop must have turned right. We're about 4 houses down the road is where Al Capone had his house on Lake Michigan. That's a famous place here in this busy, busy town of ours. Well, you think it's busy now, you should see it on a Tuesday night. Wow. It's so exciting in this town. My mom sits and watches the Hallmark Channel. I said, you mean you don't have TV land? Oh, we dropped off to 0. Did I? Now it's jumping all over the place. Everybody left? What happened? All of a sudden now my frame per second's jumping all over the place. What the hell? I finally put her to sleep. Well, it looks like my hour's gonna be up in less than a minute. And the fog's getting thicker. It'll be so thick in the morning you won't be able to see to the road in the daylight. Somebody's out hooting and hollering. See, now I'm showing me. And now we're showing the street again. See, if you would have been awake, you would have seen me on the live stream, but no. Alright, if I don't do a live stream tomorrow, I'll check y'all out when I get home on the computer. Okay. We gone.